Hello students, let's learn Kingdom Fungi. Until now we have done Kingdom Monera, Kingdom Protista, and now it's Kingdom Fungi. So unlike Monerans, Kingdom Fungi contains all the eukaryotic organisms. They are multicellular. So according to the 5 kingdom classification of living organisms proposed by R.H. Whitaker, it is the third kingdom. So it's multicellular and eukaryotic. The study of fungi is called mycology, and the cell wall of the fungus is made up of chitin, which is a polysaccharide. These are heterotrophic organisms. They show saprophytic mode of nutrition, which means that they obtain their nutrition from dead and decaying organic matter. According to their morphology and habitat, they are of diverse type. They can be said to be cosmopolitans because they are found everywhere, wherever they get warm and humid places. So, Kingdom Fungi is the diverse kingdom in itself. All the members are multicellular except the fungus yeast, which is unicellular. This yeast is of very commercial importance. They are used for making bread and beer. So carbohydrates and sugars in the bread dough, they get fermented to produce the ethanol and carbon dioxide, and this occurs due to the Saccharomyces cerevisiae, which is an yeast. So it forms an air pockets, so makes the bread fluffy. Some fungi may cause diseases in plants and animals. For example, wheat leaf rust is caused by Puccinia triticina. White leaf spot on mustard, which we observe, is caused by Pseudocercosporella capsule. And moreover, fungi also is a source of antibiotics. Example is Penicillium species. The body is filamentous. They have long, slender, thread-like structures which are known as hyphae, and network of hyphae is called mycelium. Hypha, based on the presence or absence of the cross wall, can be divided into septate or cenocytic. Septate is the hypha in which cross walls are present. So these are uninucleated in structures. Cenocytic cross walls are absent, so they become multinucleated structure. According to the mode of nutrition, fungi can be saprophytic, parasitic, or symbiotic. Saprophytic are those which depends upon dead and decaying organic matter for the food, and parasitic fungi is always benefited and it feeds on the living organisms which are harmed and known as the host. Symbiotic fungi, they live in close association with the other organisms, as we have already learned in the lichens. So in this symbiosis, both the partners are benefited by each other. Let's see in detail. In symbiosis, fungi as a mycobiont and algae as a phycobiont live in close association, which is known as symbiosis. Fungi provides shelter and absorbs mineral nutrients for the algae, whereas algae prepare food for fungi. So more lichens means clean air. That means because lichens are the indicators of the pollution, so more lichens means less pollution. Next is fungi association with the roots of higher plants. So these are also a symbiotic associations. In this, fungi absorbs water and mineral nutrients and improves the plant's mineral absorption capabilities, and instead tree supplies food for the fungi. Now reproduction in fungi. So there are 3 types of reproduction: vegetative, asexual, and sexual. Vegetative are again of 3 types: fragmentation, in which when a fragment is broken down of a fungi, then it gives birth or give rise to the new hyphae. In fission, a constriction is developed in the cell and it forms the 2 cells. Budding, small buds are formed on the cells of the fungi which give rise to the new hyphae. In asexual reproduction, it occurs with the help of the spores. So conidium, zoospores, and sporangiospores are the asexual spores in the fungi, which give rise to the new hyphae. Sexual reproduction occurs with the help of sexual spores like basidiospores, ascospores, and oospores. These spores are produced in the fruiting bodies. Kingdom fungi can be further divided into 4 groups based on morphology of the mycelium, sexual spores, and fruiting body. These are Phycomycetes, Ascomycetes, Basidiomycetes, and Deuteromycetes. Let's do it one by one. First is Phycomycetes. They are found in aquatic habitats or decaying wood or as parasites. The mycelium of this fungi is cenocytic and aseptate. That means they are multinucleated. Asexual reproduction in the Phycomycetes. They reproduce asexually by means of zoospores and aplanospores. Zoospores are the motile spores because they have flagella, and aplanospores they are non-motile because they lack the flagella. And both these type of spores are born on a structure that is called sporangium because these spores are endogenous in nature. So these sporangium when burst on favorable conditions produces spores which wherever falls give rise to the new hyphae of Phycomycetes. Sexual reproduction in Phycomycetes. It occurs when two genetically different strains of hyphae come closer. They form gametegia, one of female or positive sign and one will form the negative or the male type. Then it forms a zygote, and this zygote then gets modified into zygospores during the unfavorable conditions. On set of the favorable conditions, it liberates many spores which wherever falls forms the new hyphae. The gametes thus produced are isogamous, anisogamous or oogamous type. Isogamous gametes in which male and female are of same size and shape, whereas both are motile, and anisogamous means both are motile but are of different shape sizes. In oogamous, they are of different shapes also. The male is motile and has flagella, but female is non-motile and doesn't bear any flagella and larger in size as compared to the male gamete. Next comes the second group, that is Ascomycetes. These are also known as the sac fungi because they produces sexual spores, ascospores, which are produced in a ascus meaning sac-like structures. They are unicellular, example yeast, or they can be multicellular, example is Penicillium. Other members include Aspergillus, Claviceps, and Neurospora crassa. Neurospora is of great economic importance because its DNA has been sequenced and it is used in many biochemical and molecular studies. On the basis of nutritional modes, they may be of 4 types: saprophytes, decomposers, parasites, or coprophilous. Saprophytes means they feed on dead and decaying organic matter. Decomposer means they decompose the organic matter. Parasite means they derive their nutrition from the other living bodies. Coprophilous means they are dung living. That means they feed on the dung of other animals. So they live on the dung of the other animals. Their mycelium is branched and septate. That means they are uninucleated structures. Their asexual spores are conidia, which are born on conidiophores. So asexually they reproduce with the help of the conidial spores. Sexually they form the ascospores, which are produced in the asci, which are born on the ascocarp, which is a cup-shaped structure. So that's why they are also known as sac fungi. Next, third group is the Basidiomycetes. They are of diverse types. Mushrooms, bracket fungi, and puffballs comes under this category. They live in soil and decaying trees. In living plant bodies also as parasites. For example, rusts and smuts. They may be edible or toxic. Most toxic fungi belongs to this class only. So mycelium in this case is branched and septate. Asexual spores are generally not found, and vegetative reproduction occurs through the fragmentation of the hyphae. Sexual reproduction occurs with the help of the basidiospores, which are produced in the basidia, which are born on the basidiocarps. So the name Basidiomycetes is because of the club-shaped structure of the basidia, which is narrower at the base and is broader at the tip. Last class is the Deuteromycetes. This is also called imperfect fungi because only asexual and vegetative phases are present. Sexual stages are absent in this case. Once sexual stages are discovered, then they can be moved into Ascomycetes or Basidiomycetes. The asexual spores in this case are conidia, and the mycelium of these types of fungi are septate and branched. According to the nutritional modes of Deuteromycetes, they may be saprophytes, parasitic, decomposers of litter which helps in the mineral recycling, and some members of this Deuteromycetes are Alternaria, Colitotrichum, Trichoderma, etc. So at last I have given the point of differences between the four groups of the fungi. Hope you have understood the video. Have a nice day.